Hello, welcome to chapter 15, the season finale. And for chapter 15, I'm going to do this. I've teased it at the beginning of the show, beginning of the season, which also was the beginning of the show because it's season 1. But yes, we are going to talk about Dave Allen at large. Dun 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 dun. No, that joke got a bit too long. No, I'm not going to talk about Dave Allen at large. I have finished the first season. As I said, I'm watching it very slowly because it's 45 minutes and a bit old. I do want to talk about it, but I'm willing to watch all of it first. It's 4 seasons, if I remember correctly. And it shouldn't take long. I promise the beginning of the next season is going to be named Chapter 1 Dave Allen at Large. So, this is the season finale. I decided that this season is going to have 15 episodes, and so this is the plan. Oh, before we get the drink of choice today is the last bits of that 1.5-year-old blue curacao syrup. Don't worry, it's not spoiled. I checked the expiration date. And water. After this, it will be gone, and I need to buy a new bottle. So, the plan for the show. This is basically how do I say it? It's a show about the show, which is not very popular. It's not very popular. Very not popular. It's not very popular. It's not very good. It's basically for my benefit more than it is for yours. But well, I want to just say it and a few other stuff. It's about the show itself. The plan for the show is that we are going to have 15 episode seasons like this one because I decided this one is going to be 15 episodes and so all the seasons need to be 15 episodes because I have OCD. And between each season, I'm going to take 5 weeks off. You may ask, why 5? Well, it's because 15 and 5 go to a 20, which is a round number, and I do like round numbers. It's stupid, I know. I originally thought I would do 20 episode seasons and do 5 weeks off, so it's going to be 25 weeks, which means half a year, but well, that wasn't the plan I landed on, mainly because I think this is a better thing. I don't like half a year constrictions, especially since I haven't started this show at the half year way. So yeah. And I came back to Twitter, by the way. I said it a few episodes ago. I have left, but I said I will be back, and I am back. And tonight, as I'm recording this, it's 5:36 a.m. Yeah, I got so afraid of recording this later today, like the last couple of episodes, that I am recording this super early in the morning before I go to sleep. So yeah, I haven't slept throughout the night. Twitter is actually apparently fucked. There is some over surge of something going on. It doesn't work when I go, and I thought maybe it's a problem with my VPN. I went with another one, didn't go. I thought, well, it's a problem with my laptop. I went with my phone, it didn't get in. Then I did what I should have done. I searched for it on Google, and apparently there is a problem going on. So yeah, this is recording while Twitter is fucked. And this week in general has been kind of eventful, to say the least. Return to Twitter is the least of that. But I had my first actual rehearsal with my cast. I am going to do the behind the scenes thing after all. I am actually waiting for my friend. I asked to borrow his tripod because I only have one tripod and I need two, one for the camera and one for the voice recorder because I can't put it on the table. There is too much vibration and all that stuff. Not that good audio quality have been my strongest suit, but I do tend to actually care a little bit about it. But I had my first actual rehearsal. It went much, much, much better than I had imagined it ever going. My cast actually knew their lines very well. They actually, in that one session, we nailed down the tone, which is very good. I thought I need to work with them a lot more, but no, apparently they knew, and it was very good. It was amazing. I'm still looking for a set. Why am I saying this in this? I should say that in the behind the scenes thing. And when I publish that, I will probably publish that on my own personal channel, the same channel that I publish the. Shit! For one moment I blacked out the last thoughts of a busy mind. I'm going to put it in the description of this episode so you can check it out. There are a bunch of old projects there also, like a animated one, and a few editing practices and gifts for people and all that stuff. Gifts that I send them, not they sent me. So it's mine. It's my intellectual property. Actually, it's not. All of my videos are copyright claimed on the in all of the old videos because they all have copyrighted material. I'm not even mad or say this is injustice or all that stuff or annoyed at all. It's literally a bunch of copyright claimed material stringed together. And the other thing this week was I had a few interesting conversations. First, let me say another thing. I have a plan for the month of November. It's called Musical March in November. I don't know if you watch the Cinema Snob, Brad Jones. I think the YouTube channel is called Stoned Gremlins Production. It's a movie review show. Good, not the best, but it's pretty good, and he does sort of weird movies that I sort of enjoy. A lot of sort of there. But he has a thing called Musical March in September, and I thought, well, that's a good thing, good name. So I took it, Musical March in November. He does three or four episodes on September focusing on musicals. I decided to do like a month-wide thing, Musical March in November. I went to a random word generator. I picked out words, and I just put them there. And each day I'm going to take one of these words, one of the words that is for that day, and see what musical I can come up with that either has a visual reference or a thematic reference or just reminds me of that word. For example, one of the words is, the first was actually citizen. I'm not going to tell you what I will choose, but you get what I mean. Sorry for the coughing. It's not corona. The fact is, I tend to be very hot. I get very hot easily, and there isn't a lot of slack in the house. They've changed all of the windows and they're all airtight. So I have a fan here that just sort of blows air, and it's cold and it's dry and it makes my lungs hurt. But I hate warm, hot weather even worse. So yeah. I turned it off because it's quite noisy as most fans are, and I am getting hot right now and I hate it. But I had a few other conversations. I had a conversation with my friend who helped me on a very stupid mission to realize what the comment feature does on Telegram. And by the way, that my friend Ami Reza, we are doing the YASP podcast. I cannot plug it here, but I want to do another full episode on that. So it's going to be like podcast inception, podcast about a podcast. Oh my god. And yeah, the other conversation, a few of them were very slowly, weirdly enough. One girl who I hoping she's listening to this, she said, my voice is soothing, which is the first time anyone has ever said that to me. And it made me blush a little bit. And then another one, a girl I know from Twitter, who then I know from Telegram, told me that my voice is actually good and the voice quality of the podcast is good. I'm hoping she is listening too. And I don't know, it just feels weird. I never got that compliment. Actually, that conversation was very good. I was feeling very bad. I just returned to Twitter, and well, the facts were showing themselves kind of harshly. But she talked to me, and I actually do feel good about it. It's still, I do feel good about it. Then I had a conversation with another friend of mine who sadly um, did not know how much I appreciated him, and it really hurt me to realize that I have been this ignorant, which is a theme that I feel that I am not that ignorant. Then I realize, oh yes, I am that ignorant. And I hope he's listening too. I hope a lot of people listen to this because, well, that's why I record it. And, well, if you do, I'm sorry again. But we talked and I explained my actions, and he explained how he felt about this whole thing. And I, I do think we are on better terms now. And I do hope I can still sorry, I'm not crying or anything. My throat hurts, and I'm kind of hoping that I get I oh my god, I get to do better. That is all I wanted to say. So yeah, and yeah, I'm just sort of wrapping up everything, and so we go to the big part. We have 8 minutes left, 7 minutes left. Um, what this show meant to me. When I made this show, I was bored, to be honest, and I wanted to just create content. And then this show became sort of a bookend, you know? It became a bookend for the week. When I sit down to record the last thoughts of a busy mind, I look back at the week, say what is on my mind, all that stuff. And it has been very liberating in a sense, since doing that makes me sort of realize what what is good and what is bad, look at things in detail as well as in a big picture. And we have done 14 episodes. This one is the 15th one, and during that time a lot of stuff happened, and I've talked about them extensively, from mundane and stupid like bureaucracy and Lion King, to big stuff like anger and the parenting simulator. And so yeah, that this is what the show means to me, and I do want to keep doing it. I will be back for season 2. There is this problem on YouTube. I do tend to do the playlists on different seasons, and I don't know what I will do with it, because you can only add 10 sections to your homepage. But I mean, we'll get through it. It's not the end of the world. My OCD brain will think it's the end of the world, but it's not. It's not the end of the world. And I okay, what I have notes, by the way. I have written some things that I wanted to talk about. Like, Twitter is fucked. And I don't know when I want to end the show. I hope I don't have to. I hope there is a episode in the future called "The Night at the Oscars," where I attend Oscars and clean the area and all that stuff. A friend of mine on Twitter really says he really likes my self-deprecating jokes. So I'm doing it. I mean, Hussein, I'm doing it. And so I don't know when I want to do it, but I do want to keep doing it. It's a good thing for me. I feel good, and even though it doesn't have like monumental success, mostly because I haven't advertised it at all aside from a tweet and a message on my personal Telegram channel. I haven't done anything. Most people I doubt even know it exists, and on Instagram and all that stuff, these stuff tend to do better, but here they don't. And no, also no Reddit because I don't talk about a subject that I can advertise it as. So it's a lack of advertisement as well as it's an audio journal. What am I going to? How many people really want to listen to me talk? But so far, according to Anchor, I have 59 total plays for 14 episodes. And there are a bunch of views on YouTube. I haven't calculated them too hard because there are other videos there too. But I can tell without a shred of doubt that my biggest episode, both on YouTube and on Anchor combined, is Parenting Simulator, which reminds me that the gaming community are really relentless. That was a good episode, by the way. The creator of the Parenting Simulator listened to it. And, I mean, that was pretty special. But the biggest episode on Anchor is actually Chapter 8, Anger, which I don't know why people like to hear me be angry, but I guess there is drama in that. Who knows? I have like 3 minutes left. Let me first take a swig of my beverage. By the way, if I sound nasally and all that stuff, it's because the seasons are changing and I have seasonal allergies and my nose is just, I say my nose da. English is my second language. As much as I talk about in the language episode of how much I like it better than Persian, there are still stuff I have to think fast and I have mistakes. My nose is just stuffed. So yeah. Oh my god, my stomach. I should eat something. I have a bag of chips, by the way, but I mean, we are not there yet. I will probably do an episode on ASMR eating stuff when I am that desperate. And, oh, sorry. So, yeah, the show means that much to me. And the fact that I have 59 plays and people seem to uh, like it, I have positive feedback so far from people who have listened to it. So that actually means a lot to me. I didn't even think I would get like one play per episode, but I got upward to 9 on some. So that feels really good. Feels a lot better than it deserves to be. I am vain, but who isn't? Uh, and one of those conversations actually with a girl who I said I knew on Twitter, and she talked to me on Telegram. She said that she listened to it and she realized that she had some of the same thoughts and she thought they were stupid, but hearing me talk about it made her realize that it might have not been stupid. And that really means a lot to me. I mean, it really means a lot. That was one of the best compliments I've gotten ever. And I do mean ever. uh, it's weird because that is like the best thing you can say a writer. That your words, your meaningless words, actually meant something. That feels good. I feel really good about it, and Oh, I have 10 seconds left. Thank you, all of you, for listening. I will be back in 5 weeks, on the 6th week, actually. 5 weeks, no episode, then I will come back, and I hope to see you next season.